Good morning, it's Wednesday 28th of December 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The main highlight in daily news says, former Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickramanayake no more. Veteran politician and former Prime Minister Ratnasiri Wickramanayake passed away yesterday at a private hospital. He was 83. Wickramanayake served two stints as Prime Minister, first under President Chandrika Bandaranaike Kumaratunga from 2000 to 2001 and 2005 to 2010 under President Mahinda Rajapaksa. He also held several ministerial portfolios, including plantation industries, Buddhist affairs, public security and law order, Deputy Minister of Defence, etc. During a political career that spanned over 50 years, Wickramanayake was held in a high esteem across the political divide and was extremely popular in his electorate Horana, which he nursed for the best part of those 50 years. When he reached the milestone of completing half a decade in politics, Wickramanayake took the unusual step of facilitating his constituents in Horana and Kalutara district when the practice had been for politicians to be facilitated by the people. Another highlight says, AH1N1 claims first life in Sri Lanka. The first death caused by the AH1N1 virus in recent times was reported from Polonnaruwa on December 26 afternoon, Hospital Director Dr. Indika Sampath Kumara said. The victim was identified as DG Kanchana, age 20, a mother of one from Alutwawa, Polonnaruwa New Town. She had contracted the disease at childbirth and was being treated at the hospital ICU. The highlight in the middle says, two Indian planes come face-to-face at Delhi airport. Two Indigo and SpiceJet planes came face-to-face at Delhi's IGI airport on a foggy Tuesday morning, triggering scare among authorities and passengers. The Indigo flight carrying 176 passengers was coming from Lucknow. While taxiing, the pilot suddenly saw a SpiceJet aircraft within meters and applied the brake, sources said. Another highlight says, Dudley Sirisena takes Minister Harrison to task. Proprietor of Aralia Rice Mills, Dudley Sirisena, yesterday said the failure of Rural Economic Affairs Minister P. Harrison to release rice stocks held by the government to the market in a proper manner has triggered a rise in rice prices. He charged that the minister has not released the rice stocks held by Paddy Marketing Board following the proper tender procedure, even after the President and Prime Minister has decided to release them to the market. He said the rice mill owners have adequate stocks of Samba and Kiri Samba to meet the country's requirement till April, though they lacked stocks of Nadu rice. And the highlight at the bottom says, two more PCs defeat development draft bill. The Southern Provincial Council and the Sabaragamuwa Provincial Council yesterday defeated the development draft bill. The Sabaragamuwa Provincial Council defeated the bill with the majority of 7 votes, while the Southern Provincial Council defeated the bill with a majority of 19 votes. Let's now move to the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The main highlight says, Susantika hospitalized. Olympic silver medalist Susantika Jayasinghe was yesterday admitted to the Athavan hospital after she developed a sudden illness, hospital sources said. She was later transferred to the intensive care unit. She was in the Athavan to attend a function. There's another highlight which says, 231 more LG members. The Asoka Piri's Delimitation Committee report calls for an increase in the number of existing local government boards and the number of elected members by 231. The report is to be submitted to local government and provincial councils Minister Faiza Mustafa before the end of next month. And the highlight at the bottom says, MS invites Andhra CM for second anniversary of unity government. President Maithripala Sirisena has invited India's Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister in Chandrababu Naidu to be the guest of honor at the second anniversary celebrations of Sri Lanka's National Unity Government, the Hindu reported. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, Delimitation Appeals Committee report to PM. The report of the Appeals Committee on Demarcation of Boundaries will be presented to Prime Minister Ranil Wickramasinghe in Parliament in the course of next week, the Prime Minister's office said. The Appeals Committee on Demarcation of Boundaries has completed its report and have requested an appointment to hand over the report to Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe, a spokesperson for the Prime Minister's office said. Noting the other political party leaders also need to discuss the final report with the committee members, the sources said they will be present when the committee members give them the report. The highlight in the middle says, SB knows not what his salary is, says wife handles the finances. Social Empowerment and Welfare Minister SB Dissanayake, who is often seen as a rough and tough character, yesterday admitted that his finances are handled by the wife and he does not even check his pay sheet. And the highlight at the bottom says, Cancer becoming killer number 1. Cancer will soon become the most threatening non-communicable disease affecting Sri Lankans, Health Minister Rajitha Senaratne says. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.